Gonna get the most expensive thing on the menu.
Which is?
Salmon bake?
Who's Sam?
This is salmon. This is slammin'. This is some third thing. My pointer turned off. Hello everyone. Welcome to summer.
That's the intro?
That's the intro! Welcome to summer, everyone. It's summer. And you know what show is summery and also good and just released a new season 3 days ago? 2 days ago?
There was a sneak peek 2 days ago.
When this is coming out, dipshit.
The day prior.
Yesterday! Penis and Porb! Phineas and Ferb Season 5 is out! Let's talk about that. I don't know a dang thing about making a kid's show. What I do know about is music. So we went through every Phineas and Ferb song, mostly, and scored them all, mostly. School is in session. Summer school is in session. Some of you don't know what you're talking about with these songs, and so I'm here to teach you which ones are good and which ones are bad. More of them are bad than you remember. Let's get into it. Now some of these songs we didn't bother to rank. Like this one. Doesn't count. Any song that is background, transitional, some third thing. That third thing being we couldn't think of anything about it. We cut. We don't care about it. Other than that, we ranked them all. So, here's how this is gonna work. I'm in my fit wrinkly enough to wear it every day, a la the characters in this show. I'm dressed for the occasion. Yeah, that's what it was about. It was on purpose. I pre-wrinkled this shirt. We're gonna start with the bland ones, and then we're gonna move to the terrible ones, and then finally, we'll go to the good ones that you're probably thinking about right now. Make sense? Good. There'll be a test on this at the end, so pay attention. We'll also be discussing a best song of each season, worst song of each season, and anything else that we feel needs to talk to, any special cases. But obviously, we can't start without setting the tone. So without further ado, let's discuss the theme song. For each song, there will be 5 numbers, and occasionally a bonus 6th number, like in this case. Those numbers are going from left to right, goal and or theming, how well it sticks to the theme of its own song and or accomplishes its goal. Hear that or, remember that or. Put it in bold, because you couldn't seem to remember that or for the life of you.
That was the bit.
Sure it was the bit. Speaking of things you couldn't remember, memorability.
That's visuals.
No, it isn't. A combination of how well we remembered it in advance and how well we feel we're going to remember it afterwards. Visuals. I shouldn't need to explain this to you. Look at the song. My personal score, her personal score, and somewhere off screen, the extended version. It extended so far that it left the frame. I'm not going to say each number each time because I don't want this video to be 7 hours long. But for this one, 10, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10. For a total of 9 2/3 out of 10. Makes sense? Easy math. And it's math that I'm already done for you. So let's move on to the songs that you don't remember off the top of your head. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's the Shooting Star Milkshake Bar. You don't remember this song. I don't remember this song. I kind of remember this song, and that's why it got a 5.
Well, it got a 5.6 total. But...
In memorability!
Oh.
What?
Shooting Star Milkshake Bar got a 5 in visuals, not memorability. In front of the camera. No.
Right now.
I'm not getting up.
Get up. We were 1 song into this.
Technically we made it 3.
Tell them what you did.
The thing that happened earlier where I joked about mixing stuff up, I actually mixed it up. Because I still don't remember the, okay.
This song I wanted to rate higher. I really did. Because as longtime viewers of this channel know, I've got a thing for pigeons. 2 of them live in my house. And this song is very pigeony. However, Doofenshmirtz has not found his voice yet. We will get to some songs where Doof can sing. This is not one of them. The pigeon bonus could only take it so far. A fan favorite that I think's been significantly overhyped, Busted. That's right, I still think that this score is a little bit too high, and I think this song is too well remembered. It's losing points that it could have kept from its extended version, wherever that is, because, as we all know, all cops are bastards. As much as I do like this song, no Pinball Wizard present. Major points off. Impress my professor. Despite this teacherly bit that I'm doing, who cares? Also, this song starts a long tradition of Doof having just truly so many backup dancers. Are they equity? Are they getting paid fairly? Do they have a union? I hope they have a union, because they go through some shit.
Hey, union, they'll travel.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated loses points because it's not completed.
You know what? I should really write the rest of that someday.
Get ready for the Bettys. I'm ready. Do something to me.
In a hot way?
Maybe. They're adults. Go Phineas. The theme is a 2, 1 for each lyric. The visuals would have been a 6, but people died. So it's a 7. What does this have to do with parallel parking? Backyard Beach is fine. It was episode, what, 3, 4? Very early. They hadn't quite gotten their sea legs under them yet. Good, but nothing to write home about. The part of this song I remember best is the instrumental. Not a great look. Despite the song's great looks.
You feed the machine, bring them all back down to their knees.
I didn't laugh, but it was funny. Yeah, let's go digital. Too much child nudity in this song for me. We're finna droids and furbots and we're here to hate. The way this looks is too clunky for this to be great. Wow. She had actual squirrels in her pants. This song lost points on our personal scores. I guess we're just not fans of rap.
Ah, I get it.
This song is fine, but it is notably better than the movie that rips it off. And we'll get to that. F Games just barely squeaks into this category with a crudely drawn picture of a duck. I think, and you can correct me in post if I'm wrong about this is the first time we see these 3 men. These 3 men are never addressed. They will sing a bit better, they will sing much worse, but they were almost good enough to be great here, in what I'm pretty sure is their first appearance. Paul Bunyan's This Song Is Good.
Not too good, eh?
This song is not very good, and be honest with yourself, you didn't remember it. What you remember is when they do this later, and it's really good. And we'll get to that. Mom, I'm ready to go to the mall! She's not describing brothers. She's describing any younger male relative. Think about it. Let's talk about the one from this season that I'm gonna get some hate for being in this category. It's Gitchy Gitchy Goo, and I'll tell you why. It's because of the theming. The theming in the goal gets a 1. This band was expressly intended to be a one-hit wonder. And they performed again during the Phineas and Ferb cliptastic musical extravaganza. They're lying to you.
Stinks so bad I want to break something.
Someone check on that guy. Help him. Get him the help he needs. I have immediately regretted my scoring system because memorability has put a lot of winners down in a lower category. Because let's be honest with ourselves, you don't remember just passing through. But you should go listen to it, because it bangs. But you're not gonna remember it. You're going down. This is a threat of great violence, hidden behind a shallower threat of getting you in trouble. Now you may have noticed that there wasn't a huge amount of Candace in season 1. And that's because a lot of Candace's songs are very bad. But the pattern that we noticed is that's most specifically true when she's hyper-focused on busting the boys. When she's taking any other emotional stance, supporting the boys, focused on herself, this one, well, we call that a rare Candace dub.
As a few other songs from the show, it is characterized for its being ludicrously unfitting for the occasion. Can I go home now? Oh.
This song, despite being pretty mid, does get huge bonus points for being the best fucking callback in this show.
We know what you're getting for Christmas. Don't ask. Our lips are sealed. It's a vase.
Come Home Perry loses significant points. Fuck you, Gary. You suck. Fuck you say to me? It's not a party. It's an intimate get-together. They made Baljeet into Venus. Why would they make Baljeet into Venus?
The line is, when a child cries out in the night, it's rarely for the washing machine, not ready for the washing machine.
What the hell were these people on? Look at these lyrics. What? What does masking tape have to do with anything? I don't know, man. Not really a big fan of Zanzibar. I hear they have good cocoa beetles, though.
They're cocoa beetles from Zanzibar.
They did a shockingly good job blending these two cultures, both culturally and musically. And also, after we reviewed this song while we were making the list, I got to use this song almost immediately to a person that it described accurately. And my friend nearly shit the bed about it. Dancing with the Blars. I don't know. I was looking for a rhyme with stars, but also an insult. Star.
Cars.
Far. Car.
Rars.
No. Jail. Jail forever. Jail. Absolutely jail for dancing with the Rars. How dare you? How dare you? Phineas said it best, man.
I wish it was the city of airplane parts.
Also, super uncool that we're framing this from Isabel's perspective when Phineas has his whole summer on the line, the thing he canonically cares the most about. The wiki for Phineas and Ferb claims that this is Chicago and this is Cabaret. And the wiki is wrong. I don't know what the right answer is, but I know it's not that.
When you're small, every sink is a swimming pool.
What are you doing writing this song? We have another song that was just one of the stereotype lines. It was better. See? Look. Worlds higher. Worlds higher than this one.
It's not that much higher.
It's that much higher. Exactly. This was the weakest of the Christmas songs. Let's just be honest with ourselves. This one, on the other hand, pretty good. Good gag. Very good gag, actually. It continues to be weird that this summer show is doing Christmas songs, but as far as a closer, this one closed pretty well. And I think we're done with Christmas after this. Here's the best one. They remixed the theme song, and it's pretty good. Mainly because it's the theme song, which, as you'll remember, was really good. What I believe is the first of our Across the Borders. Same number all the way down. Also, Jesus Christ, that high note. Listen, this one will get you right in the feels. That's not enough. It's a spa day. Yeah. Zoom type. Just listen to the original. Listen, at least it wasn't Perry the platypus in a truck. Where did Candace get all of these limbs from? This is the saddest wedding I've ever seen. And I'm actively planning a wedding. There are more ice sculptures at this thing than people. The things I do. Obviously, this one is better. This is just beat for beat the plot of the Rick and Morty episode Rest and Ricklaxation. Except nothing in that is anywhere near as frightening as this. It was never going to because Disney, but still, points for not being nearly as pervy as this movie with the same premise. Same. Next. Now I know people are gonna cry heresy on this one, but go back and listen to this song. It's not very good. The bit's good. The song is very, like, we get to the chorus so fast and it's just not very good. Also, this is a 9 because Candace still doesn't know what the fucking word is. He works the camera. He knows what all those buttons do. Hey, Carl. I was gonna make a Wicked joke about this song, but Wicked is too nice a description. This song sucks. Doesn't he die in this song? Finally! Get out of the mall! The store's closing! Christmas is over! Go home!
Dr. Coconut.
I don't even have to be mean about this one. The bear literally shit on it for me.
I'm holding your neck so you don't get whiplash.
What? Whiplash.
Fuck this song. No joke. Fuck this song. This song was too short for us to include. But while we were doing the scoring, a certain Patreon, thanks patrons by the way, patrons like Reese and Malayik, we got into a full-blown argument about baseball rules and how if the baseball leaves the stadium for any reason, even if it comes back into the stadium, that's still a home run. Once it's left the stadium, it doesn't matter. And I'm right about that. In the baseball code, it's this number, which is also the score for this song. Eat it. Ooh shaka, iana mane hoo, nar nar nar, and a bar bunga guang. I bet you didn't think I'd know the words to that one, huh? The herb, editor herb, got herb, overstimulated herb, listening herb, to herb, the herb, rules herb. I herb, got herb, all herb, of herb, them herb.
That's not even right. You're supposed to move the first letter.
Ah, fuck, you're right!
Run, Candace, run. Run, Candace, run.
Let's go women. Win for women. Good job chasing the shark away. I'm not playing this one for you because we already got a copy strike for this video for using this song. If you ever need the love of a father, buy a gun. Ah! I knew it. I saw it coming. Could I get a shot of that inator, please? That'd be nice. I could really use it. This song, okay, we gotta talk about this song because you liked it and then I said, and you immediately agreed with me, this song feels really misogynistic. Just sit with the lyrics and come to your own conclusions on that one. But I did. This one gave me the ick. I like Daisy. He's cool. I mean, this song made me hungry for meatloaf, so I guess it did its job. Snakes are more prehensile than monkey tails are. Points off. It's nice to hear Jeremy be a leading man in a song. We don't get to hear that very often, despite him being the one that's canonically in a band. He's a good singer. Let him sing more. On the savannah. You wish you were Lion King. I don't say blah, blah, blah. Say what you will about the song. I appreciate a thorough and descript pitch when you're trying to sell me something.
Subterranean crocodile apprehension expedition.
This is not a real song. You made that up. I don't know how to break this to you. And I think I'm breaking this to Dan Povenmire specifically. I don't know how you guys didn't notice. Buford wants to fuck that flamingo. Disqualified! Disqualified for vor in my kids show.
Who will give me wedgies now that we are so far apart?
At this point, you have to admit that it's a kink. There's no other explanation. He's into it. Honestly, despite this song not being among the high-scoring ones, this is probably the best individual bit in any of them. But at least it's over now. We find ourselves very torn between this actually being a pretty good song and there being 20 Candaces. And that's not a world I want to live in.
Should I just put one of your baby pictures for this one?
No, absolutely not. Stock baby.
Stock baby was making in college.
Why? Explain yourself.
No.
You can't just say that!
Per chance.
Yeah! It's okay, guys. It's not a palindrome. This song could literally be in Greece, and I don't think I'd notice. Come on down to Foam Town! Give us a call, we'll take your money. Why was season 4 so mid? What the fuck is that thing? This one was fine, but it did remind us that they could do these It's Summer, Have a Good Time songs well after something we'll talk about in a very short while. Pay your artists. Commission artists. Don't use AI. Yeah, that sure is some sports. Go team. This song is a lie. Half of this song is about how the opposite interpretation of this song is dumb, and the one it's going for is cool. And they're wrong. Even the gag version of the one that they think is lame is cooler than what's actually happening. This song is a lie, and I won't fall for your propaganda. Is this just the new mission statement for Disney execs? Lilo and Stitch was horrible. The new one, not the old one. The old one's great. Phineas did my job for me.
So that's what comeuppance looks like.
And Belgique with the follow-up.
It sounded a lot better in my head.
Again, Candace, you're better when you're focused on yourself. I'll give you that much. 5.4. No notes. This is not what a flying circus is. They're just wrong. They're lying to you. Again. What's with all the propaganda this season? This song is bullshit. We're not scoring it. We're not letting it slip by. This is woe is me, I was yelled at because I put everyone, arguably on the planet, in real life-threatening danger. And we're framing it like, oh, they were mean to the girls because girls can't do it. Fuck that. Isabella was fine and just wants more attention. That's whatever. Candace actively hulked Baljeet. Listen, toxic negativity happens way more often but toxic positivity is worse. This is the last rare Candace W. Kill yourself. Rave music is bad. No exceptions. No. Go away. Go away. We're doing the good version. Speaking of rip-offs, good. Terrible. The only thing I can say about it is it's great that this song is in the future. Which is to say it hasn't happened yet, because boy was that terrible. This was remarkably informative and completely illogical. Par for the course.
Kazoo solo!
Yeah!
Alright, I hope you've been paying attention, class, because now that we've moved on from mid, it's time to talk about the worst ones from each of seasons 1 through 4.
Wait, don't we need to talk about that Candace movie?
No, God!
Do we have to?
Yeah.
Lo-fi beats to kill yourself too. Elon Musk makes an appearance. I hate that they tried this. I hate more that it worked. Watch this one instead of the movie. Alright, for real this time. Unfortunately, that movie only set the tone. It's time to talk about some truly, truly awful songs. And what better to start with than the Flying Fishmonger? Just barely in this category. It's a motorcycle and it looks like a fish. I don't know how funny you thought this was gonna stay. This song is catchy like a virus. I'd like a vaccine, please. I don't think eviler's a word. Honestly, I don't even know why we included this. This is more jingle than anything, but it's got enough length to it that it counts, but it's just all of Candace's worst qualities thrust onto a new character. A character that is one note for their entire existence. What if Candace, but suck? The Ballad of Badbeard gets 1 point for each arg. That was the only nice thing we could think to say about it. And the Ballad of the Black Knight's not any better. This song it's trying to do juxtaposition, and it's just not pulling it off. It's trying to do a typically violent sport like hockey or rugby in that it's doing roller derby, and then like, we're gonna have a good time and do a nice little 50s groove of it. It just doesn't hit the mark. The only thing that does hit the mark is this. That's a good bit. It's the only good bit of this song. Ferb said it best.
That's creepy on so many levels.
You hated this song.
I did.
Why?
It sucks.
Say more.
You haven't said more for half of this video.
What does that have to do with anything? This song, honestly, definitely would have done better, and might have placed high enough to get out of the bad category if they weren't ripping off Gitchy Gitchy Goo's set design. Shimmy Jimmy, you stupid monkey. You lost to a brick. You lost to a damn brick. This song's clunky. The words come out poorly. It doesn't have a good flow. It's Candace moving in a better character direction, which usually leads to a better song. This is kind of the exception that proves the rule. Because this song does blow, despite it being sweet in concept. I just wish they had written a better song for it, because like Candace deserved a win here for actually having any character trait. I think this is the first time we see her have a character trait other than oh my god Jeremy and oh my god my brothers. I just wish the song had the goodness to match. He's sure Bigfoot. What is this song? Hail Dufania. He's right. The note at the end is too short. And if it was longer, it would have gotten out of bad songs. But it's not longer. It's too short. So,
been told that too many times.
Yeah, you would. These two opposite songs add up to 5, which is just enough to still be bad.
They add up to 6. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's 6. And bringing season 1 to an end is a double feature of She's Candace and It's Candace. Not technically the worst song in the show. This one gets a little bit of bonus points for the praying mantis visuals, which is a solid gag. But for the longest time, this was our baseline for worst song in the show. That will change, but it's definitely the worst song in season 1. They're trying to do a superhero theme. Boy, did it not work. This one, I can't...
No, I'm talking about this one.
Alright.
You don't have to be a specific thing to be flawless. Trans women are women, all women are beautiful. Thanks! Now, I'm gonna kill a man.
Ah! It's the Tri-State Area Unification Day. 3, you get it. Bar none, the absolutely most important comma of all time. And not a single person mentioned this to the singer.
Come on, kids.
To anyone watching, if an adult ever gets you alone and tells you to squirt their gelatin monster, find an adult you trust. 4 after 4, now we know what's in store. Now they're 4, then a 4, then a 4.
Okay.
4 after 4 after 4. I told you there wasn't any fucking candy! It's not the heat that gets you. This song is about Baljeet being annoyed that Buford won't give him some space. There is exactly one part of this song that Baljeet seems visibly into rather than annoyed by. Can you guess what it is? This one is a callback to Go Phineas from earlier, but I have a bigger question. Who is designing these patches? What lunatic is flying under the radar serially killing little girls? Also, just like last time, theme is 2, 1 for each lyric. Speaking of fireside related bullshit, we were gonna cut this song, but one of the lyrics specifically calls out that it is a song, so we had to count it. So you get this. So we did listen to the demo for most of these songs, or at least look at them. And I've come to the conclusion, partially because of this demo, we need more violence in our kids' shows. This song is so short, I wasn't gonna include it because it's not good, but my fucking editor was just, for the entire 14 seconds that this song is going,
It was cozy.
it's not cozy, it's the next FNAF game. The worst song of season 2. It's another short one. For some horrible reason, it's got an extended version, which is why it's not a nice round number, and there was some confusion on what's worst and what isn't worst.
You were the only one confused.
I hate this song. I feel like most people would agree with me. It's terrible. Look up the lyrics if you haven't. You know what? Here's the lyrics. Starts off pretty normal. Does not end normally. What is this song about? Why'd they write it? Why'd you write it? That's why I didn't like this song. That's why this song is bad. This visual's gross. This song is named wrong, and it calls it out in the bit. The living with monkeys is an afterthought, even lyrically.
Non-reaction.
Something has been mounting as this show has gone on, and this is the crux of it. Mainly in the Meep episodes. This show, and more specifically this song, have confused the words juvenile and cute. The whole episode and this song is about how everything is so stinking cute that no one can get over it. They didn't bother to make any of the cute things cute. If I had a nickel for every time Candace randomly became the queen of something, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot. We haven't seen a huge amount of my girl Vanessa. And that's because most of her songs are locked away in the bangers tier that we haven't gotten to yet. The reason this song is down here is because of this line. And I quote.
You did not just ask me if I work out.
Also, they said espresso, and Sabrina Carpenter just wouldn't stand for that.
Lady Song 2.2. I don't know what this is.
Ladies nuts on your face.
God fuck.
This song doesn't make any fucking sense. Even beyond the typical Phineas and Ferb, like, we're gonna write a song about this obscure topic. This is an obscure topic that they made up, and it's still not good. This song is whatever, but the worst part of it is that it didn't need to happen. Look here. Zoom. Enhance. Zoom a second time. They're not joined at the skin, they're joined at the clothes. Take the man's jacket off. We can avoid this whole situation. I suppose they make a good point. Of all of these animals, I'd probably also want to be in a bear suit. But that's some entry-level nonsense. We've seen you write better songs than this, guys. You're phoning it in. I absolutely will not be going in your pants. Thank you very much. What is this song? It doesn't fit thematically. It doesn't fit narratively. It doesn't do a good enough job doing juxtaposition if that's what they were going for. It's just kind of here. And then it's over. And honestly, that's the best part of it.
Good King Wenceslas. Good King
Good King Wendy. They've got a bad habit of beating one individual joke to death. And sometimes it works. Sometimes just coming back to a punchline that you're ready for works really well. And it's just about how much we wind until we get to the stop that we know we're going to. This is not one of those times. Just repeating ad nauseum, it can be anything if it's big and metal, is not enough for a good song to make. You know what? I'm giving this one half a review. So this is nothing, man, I'm really not enjoying all of these bad songs. I guess that's why they're bad. The only good part of this one was this kangaroo bit. There's two halves of this song. The half that's honestly pretty good, and the half where Candace takes over. And I get that she takes over for a plot reason, and it becomes a plot song, but we've done plot songs before that were also good. This is not one of them. I don't even really care about this song or what's about it. You cannot go after a creature that is colloquially known as goat sucker and dress a kid up as a goat, theoretically to be sucked. You don't do that! How many threes do I have to point out before you get the joke? How many threes do I have to point out before you get the joke? Isabella. You are advertising a federal crime. There's no takesy-backsies once you dump that shit in the mailbox. That's someone else's now. You can't open someone else's mail, even if you sent it. You're going on a list. It's the no-fly list. Everyone pump the brakes. Extremely Extreme is a lie. This song was really boring. Breakup sex? I don't know. Diomedes will lead the show! Why, God, did we film this song from this camera angle? Please no! Hey, look, it's that one that I said we were gonna talk about later, where they ripped off Walking on Sunshine. The other one did it fine. This one does it bad. I just want to go listen to the original song. You get a gentle boo from me, and nothing more. Boo! Praying Mantis was an increase to the visuals. This is a decrease. This is much worse. Who did this? How many threes do I have to point out? It's starting to do my job for me. This one reviewed itself right in the title. Isabella. Can I call you Izzy? I know you don't have the frizzies right now. Before you get anything else for your birthday, can we please get you some self-worth? You're better than this. Two things about this song. First of all, this is like happening during a parade. Why does it end in minor?
Because it's B-Day.
Why do we shift to minor? That's setting up something ominous, and there's not anything ominous to set up here. But more importantly, who's this guy? Where did he come from? This is a prominent, this cold opens the episode. Who is this guy?
Wiki says his name's Brown Shirt Guy.
And finally, the worst song of season 4. It's this puppety nonsense. It's trying to be avant-garde, trying to be out there and still doing a thing. I didn't love it. My editor hated it. In fact, My editor hated it so much that they wanted to give it a 0. But I didn't let them give it a 0. And here's why. You may have noticed that we skipped the worst song from season 3. And that's because it's the worst song in the entire show. What is it? Apt question. It's what is this thing? And the reason that this is the worst song in the show is because, and I mean this with 100% sincerity, we've been doing a lot of jokes. This is not a joke. This actually happened. Some of you may know that I am mildly arachnophobic. The bigger the spider, the more I hate it. There's a specific feeling when you suddenly realize that there's a spider very close to you and that you do not want it to be there. This song gave me that exact same feeling. I can't really describe to you why, but genuinely, we had to put this down and go listen to something else entirely. I could not continue. I was physically afflicted by this song. I hate it. It's terrible. Apparently the same feeling happened to her for that puppet one I was just talking about, so that's why that's the worst. But this is outside of the worst. This is our only song that gets straight 0s. And now that we are done with the bad, we've made it through the worst. We're done feeling like this. I hate you, what is this thing? It's time to move on to the good. In fact, the great. In fact, we will be talking about the songs that have a 9.0 or higher. However, before we get to that, we have to talk about the movie that, as general, gets a 9.0 or higher. In fact, it's probably a 10 out of 10. In fact, it's the only good Phineas and Ferb movie. I would argue it's the only Phineas and Ferb movie, because I'm still in denial about this piece of shit. Anyway, Across the Second Dimension. The worst song in this movie, and that is a high bar, Brand New Best Friend. Doof playing off of himself is usually kind of hit or miss. This one definitely hits, but it gets a little old with Doof just talking to himself. However, where this one really shines is the punchlines. All of the little add-ins, not that vending machine thing though, that's gonna happen.
Not that vending machine thing, that's gonna happen.
All of those, great, killer. Probably the funniest song on this list. And while funny is not the highest trait looking for in a song, it's definitely enough to get this up to a 9. Up next is Brand New Reality. This song is great for a different reason. There's kind of no jokes in this song, at least in the singing of it. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 funny but still good lines, but it's all noise. It's a cacophony, because we're moving from dimension to dimension as we go around the long way. Speaking of one of the best delivered lines in this movie, here it is.
All right, follow me, we're going around clockwise.
This whole song feels like a road trip through dimensions, which are noisy and chaotic and kind of beautiful. And I feel like that sums this song up really well. The other 4 songs in this movie are straight 10s. Bangers all the way down the line. Starting with the opener, Everything's Better with Perry. Immediately sets the tone for the movie, sets the narrative focus. It's gonna be about the boy's relationship with Perry. And that's the whole thing. It's the whole kit and caboodle. They stay with that for the whole film. It's the heart of the film. And it's the heart of this song. And boy does this song have heart. And boy did they let my man Ferb cook! And speaking of cooking, all of the robots, they're cooked. There's a straight up riot going on, a robot riot. Did you know this song has an extended version? It bangs. It's got a guitar solo. They put a guitar solo in a Phineas and Ferb song, and it's so good. The only reason that this one isn't higher on the list is because there's an incest joke in it. Let me explain before anyone bites my head off. I'd love to be wrong about this. There is a line, and I quote, "Because your sister is a fridge and you know her light is always on." The implication being that the light inside the fridge is still on even when the light is closed. And the only way that you would know that is if you were God damn it! The light And a fridge, it's the light inside of the fridge. And the only way that you would know that it's always on is if you were inside of this fridge while it was shut, and we just established that this fridge is your sister. I don't know why they included this line. I kinda wish they hadn't, all things considered. The one with all the strengths of Robot Riot and none of the incest. Kick it up a notch. This was the post-credits song, featuring Slash, featuring actual, real, I don't need to describe it, here he is. He's got an animate button on his amp. How do I get that? I wanna know what I look like animated as Phineas and Ferb style. And finally, the best song of the best movie so good that there's only one movie. Summer. Man, where do we begin? This is peak Phineas and Ferb. This is the very core, the very heart of the show in its entirety. Summer is whatever you want it to be. It's whatever you can make of it. Look at all these things it could be when you're not ruled over by an authoritarian dictator that's running for a third term. What? Who said that? This song bangs. It's light, it's bouncy, it's got a great we've scared other Phineas gag. This poor kid thinks he's gonna die. And honestly, given the regime, that's fair. But the reason that this song is the best of the movie is because I have a personal history with this song. Hard cut to me, 9th grade? 10th grade? Somewhere in that ballpark, might have been 8th. Crying and listening to this song on repeat over and over on the last day of summer, because boy did I not want to go back to school. That's real. That actually happened. The American education system needs an overhaul. Anyway, this movie bangs. And with that, there's nothing else to talk about but the good songs. Songs that rated overall higher than 9.0.
It also includes 9.
Shut up. Well, we need one to start off with. One. Hole in one. Golf. Disco miniature golfing queen. It's disco. And despite what they'll tell you, disco is not dead. At least if you ask early 2000s children's TV shows. Oh, this one's great! Evil Boys is so good. Okay, this might be child abuse, but I think I'm advocating for Candace just at all times being around the wild parsnips. I know it's an allergy and it probably sucks for her, but this is one of the best songs of season 1, as mentioned by it being here. It's great. It's, I think, the only time in the entire show where a song where Candace is hyper-focused on busting the boys bangs. And bangs so hard. Now we're gonna slow things down a little bit with the best ballad, bar none, in all of this show. It's the one about a boy and his goldfish that I do not remember the title of.
I just said fish.
I know you just said it. I still didn't remember it. I think it's because this is the only ballad in the show that's about something that's actually sad. We get a lot of ballads that are like, oh, I'm feeling dejected, or I'm feeling sexisted too, Candace. But this one's actually, this is the loss of a pet. This is a deeply sad and relatable experience. And they play it 100% straight. That's why this is the best ballad in the show. A weird one, next, up this high, but one that I fully stand by. Watching and Waiting. This song bangs so hard. And I bet you didn't remember it unless you're a connoisseur of the higher level Phineas and Ferb songs, such as this one. Because I feel like this one was glanced over a lot. Because the concept is boring. They're literally just sitting and watching a thing. And yet, the fact that they made that into such a high energy song that is just based around the ticking clock, we've made mundanity exciting. This is the perfect oxymoron. And rounding out second place on a technicality, he's a semi-aquatic, egg-laying mammal of action. He's a furry little flatfoot who'd never flinch from a fray. He's got more than just mad skills. He's got a beaver tail and a bill. And the women swoon whenever they hear him say, he's Perry.
Yes. I had to swoon.
No, you didn't.
Sorry.
He's not here. But he could be here, sneaking around, interrupting the worst song of this season except for the other one. She's Candace.
Thing but ordinary.
Perry?
Which is the reason that this got a perfect 10. It was going to be 1 point shy of a perfect 10, but I decided that in honor of him stopping what was at the time the worst song before they did that song again, it's 10s. But it's not as 10s as the best song of season 1, which is gonna take some explaining, so strap in. The bright-eyed and attentive of you may have noticed that there is more than one song left in season 1 that we have not discussed. And the even brighter-eyed and even more attentive of you may have noticed that they're all from the same episode. Dude, we're getting the band back together. This whole episode is a masterclass in assorted rock and roll. And it only felt right that since the best song of the season is in this one, and most of them are up in this category, that we just talk about the episode as a whole. Starting with the one that doesn't belong in this category. Music Makes Us Better, Brings Us Together. It's the closing song during the credits, and it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't have enough room to breathe, first of all. It's pretty one note. It's very one note. But it's a good, like, community song. I think the biggest problem is that the episode is about, first of all, getting the band back together, and then also getting the parents back together, or getting them through this emotional turmoil. And then this one becomes about, like, the community and the whole group of people. It just kind of strays from the theme. Up next, you snuck your way right into my heart, sneaking into the good songs category despite not having the scores for it, just by proxy to these other songs that we're about to talk about. This song is good, objectively. It's just, I think it's made lesser because it's around 3 of the hottest bangers in the season and arguably in the show. But it's good. Here's the problem. Here's a problem anyway. It's never good when the best part of a song is a spoken line. And that's true here.
Well, don't just stand there. Kiss her!
And of course, the conceit of the episode, getting the band back together. Each band member gets one song. Bang, bang, bang. These are the best 3 songs of season 1, for sure. And we'll start with the least of the best. I'm sorry, Danny. Your song's great. It's just a little too technical. There's just a little bit too much exposition in this song, even though it's delivered in such a, like, natural way because he is a music teacher and he does have that, like, I'm selling these people on music, even though they're already 100% sold, as seen by them joining in and being immediately down to clown with all of these different styles. It's just a little too heady. That's really all. And in second place, it's Ain't Got Rhythm. Put the pitchforks down, extinguish the torches, let me talk. Everyone says that this is the best song, and everyone is wrong. It's good, it's stellar. We're within the top 2% of the possible scoring system here. It just doesn't quite have it like Fabulous has it. And we're gonna get to Fabulous, don't you worry about that. No, it's good, but it's not perfect. And it's not perfect because of the visuals. While they are appropriate for the song, because he's in the library, because you heard the song, you know the plot. The visuals are good, and they make sense, they just don't quite have the production value that they could. And I know that they could. Do you know how I know that they could? Because if they did, they'd be fabulous.
I'm fabulous!
This song truly has everything that it needs. It's the only song of the big 3 that interact directly with the plot, beyond just getting the band back together. It's also keep it away from mom, don't let her find out. She's in this song, and she doesn't know. Candace absolutely clutches up. Rare Candace W, even if it's not a sung W. It's got the convincing that they thought they were gonna have to do for all of them, and to some degree they do, except for Danny, who's pretty immediately down. The song starts with Phineas being like, hey, don't you love this thing? Come on, you love this thing. And they manage to get Bobby to be like, you know what? I do love this thing. Let's fucking do this. And then, I think, maybe the only time in the entire show, we get a spoken insert that title drops. And it's so hype.
Dude, we're getting the band back together.
So that's the best song of season 1. Let's move on to season 2 now.
Wait, there was the Doofenshmirtz Kick My Way Into Her Heart. We had to talk about that too.
No, we don't.
You knocked the camera!
Peepa! Even Peepa knows that song is irrelevant. We're moving on! We'll start season 2 proper with a little crooning. We've got a flight show. I love it when they let Ferb sing like someone who isn't Ferb. It's always good. Even when it's bad, it's good. Honestly, all of the Flynn Fletchers do that. Whenever they sing like someone, we just talked about Evil Boys. Whenever they sing like, whenever a different voice actor comes in for them and sings, it's great. It's just great. And this song is so like peaceful and gentle ride through the clouds. It's exactly what it needs to be. There's a platypus controlling me. Or at least, there's a platypus controlling him. I know he's not controlling me because the song didn't get perfect tense, and I'll tell you why. It's just people dancing in a junkyard. I mean, come on. This is a fair visual score, let's be honest with ourselves. It got 10s and everything else, because it bangs and everyone knows it. But, like, it's not very interesting to look at. One more stop on the jingle hop. We're going back to Christmas. We're gonna feel that Christmas feeling. This song is really sweet, and it's really good. It's all the best parts of the Christmas season. Community and coming together with the people you love. It's just real sweet. The mix and mingle machine. Is that Joe Swanson? Is that Joe Family Guy Swanson? We've got a rare and interesting case here. 2 songs from the same episode with a perfect mirroring of scores. Roller Coaster and Carpe Diem. Exactly the same except for personal scores, which have a perfect flip. One of us is right. One of us is giving a 10 to Carpe Diem.
Because that's the right one.
It's not. It's simply not. Roller Coaster's so much better.
Leave a comment.
Yeah! Give the comments! Season 2 is the best season, as evidenced by just how many perfect 10s there are here. And there are 6. And there would be 7, so we'll call it 6.5. Because Gimme a Grade would have been a perfect 10, but Baljeet specifically requested to be graded on a scale of A to F. So that's the only one that gets an A. Up next is Alien Heart. I have a question. I have a question specifically for Lindana. How does it feel getting called to a one-hit wonders of the 80s concert, by name specifically, and then getting this grossly outperformed by your husband?
Yo, digging my ride from outer space.
And while we're talking about cars, it's the fantastic Ferbulous Car Wash. Definitely the most jingly one to get a 10 out of 10, and definitely the highest performing jingle. Funny how that works when you write a whole song about it. And finally, for season 2 anyway, the best song of season 2, and honestly what might be my favorite song period, it's I'm Me. This song goes so unbelievably hard. They need to let Vanessa be in more episodes and be the focal point of more episodes. I don't even know how to describe this. It's such a banger. Busted has nothing on this. Busted doesn't come anywhere close to this. It might be because Candace is in it. And Candace is deeply inferior to Ferb. But no, this song goes so hard. This is one of the few songs on this list that I will actively seek out to listen to just whenever. Another song with evil in the name. I don't know why those do so well. Yes I do. Villains always get the best songs. Anyway, it's Evil for Extra Credit. This one will fit nicely with the school theme. And honestly, I don't know if you can blame Carl for this. He gets a raw deal for most of the show, and his crash out is both fair and very vocally stimulating. It's fun to watch a villain crash out. I don't know what to tell you. I don't need to explain myself to you. We're doing the next one. And speaking of villains crashing out, or I guess just crashing, Doof in a car. Perry is also in the car. Perry is more scared than we've ever seen him. I think ever. The movie hasn't happened yet.
Writing his will.
Yeah. And what's worse is he's right to do it. This wasn't on purpose, but we are just walking up the stairs of memorability for these 3. Anyway, it's time for a little bit of Home on the Road. There's coffee that's hot and ice that's not. And Something about a three-headed toad, if I'm remembering correctly. This song's great. It's cozy, it's country, but it's the good kind of country that isn't just beer and trucks and hitting women. So points for not hitting women.
Please. Going deep into your mind. I just was sneezed out of your mind.
Now, class, we have to take a brief pause. It's time for PE.
Dance, baby, hands in the air, go down to the store and buy a wicked chair.
What did you even say?
I don't even remember. Let's move on.
Yeah. I'd be lying to you if I said that was funny. Speaking of lies, this one also gets a 10. A weird inclusion here in third place. It's Delivery of Destiny. I would not be surprised if you said that you did not know what the fuck I was talking about. It's 10 songs, but they're all kind of the same song. It's from the episode where some random delivery guy wins a day with Love Handle, and they just sing about what's going on. And you know what? Each of those songs is 1 point's worth of good, and there's 10 of them. Fuck! And the best song of season 3. It's Frenemies. Sometimes great things are born from a need and a lack of preparation. And this is one of those cases. This song has almost nothing to do with the main plot. Oh, you don't remember the main plot? That's fine, no one would blame you for that. Evil Buford potatoes.
I object.
Speaking of evil Buford potatoes, you most certainly did not. Truly, these two things couldn't have anything less to do with each other. And yet, in this rare instance, that helps the song. 'Cause boy was this a dumb episode. And yet, it spawned the best song of season 3.
Wear sunglasses for the glare, yeah, yeah.
We made it to season 4. And you may remember from earlier that season 4 had a lot of bad ones. You'll never guess what that did to the good ones count. There's only 4 of them. This is a weird inclusion, because in a vacuum, this song isn't great. But it's what they did with this song relative to the tone of the show. It's another juxtaposition win. It's No Momo. They turned Ducky Momo into a horror icon. Somehow, unfathomably, they did a pretty damn good job about it. 3, 2, 1! Give it! We've only got 2 perfect 10s here in season 4, and the first one is shockingly one of their weird crossover tie-in things. It's Rebel Let's Go. And I bet you can guess why. It's because despite her being blue, they let Vanessa sing again. They let Vanessa sing every song. Every song would be improved by the presence of Vanessa. And if you're wondering where the other Star Wars songs are, and for the last song of season 4, we got a little bit of serendipity because it's also the last song of the show. Time spent together. This one's got an asterisk on it. It's only a perfect 10 if you start the song from where the tempo picks up. Let me be clear, the slow tempo works beautifully at the end of the song. They should have left it at the end. They shouldn't have started it with that. It's kind of the same note that I had for the Be a Hero Pokemon theme song back in this video. You can have it at the front, you can have it at the back. If you have it at both, you're just taking steam away from yourself. But if we forgive it for that, then it is a perfect 10 and arguably the perfect closer to this excellent show. What do you mean there's another season? We've got a teaser! Folks, we've got a teaser for season 5. The whole reason that we made this video is because season 5's coming out, and we've got exactly 1 song from it. And it's interesting. It's better than the majority of the songs. 7.2 is a good score, I will give it that. It feels a little paint by numbers, and also it's just 100% ripping off What Time Is It from High School Musical 2. And it's not doing that quite as well as High School Musical did it. But that doesn't make it bad, it just keeps it from being great. So moving into season 5, I Concerned yet hopeful, I think, is what this 7 means. Now the bright-eyed, and hey, I did this bit already. Anyway, you may have noticed that we have left some holes in a couple of the things that I've said earlier, not the least of which is Season 2 having 6+, when we didn't talk about 6+, and that's because now we need to talk about the best song. And it comes with a bit of baggage. We're gonna have a bit more of a focus on the special that we've skipped. We're gonna do a top 3 for that and the #1 song of the show, but we'll get to that because we're gonna start with Rubber Band's Rubber Balls. Now this song is everything Bollywood wishes that it could be. And proof that Bollywood is a song title, not just the greater industry.
the greater genre.
And it's proof that we can give Baljit and his heritage a song that slaps backwards and forwards. Which is good, because until now, Baljit had not done that. This song is probably the best example of absolutely sticking so hard to one bit. It's just, we don't make anything else. We make rubber bands. Here's all the science of the rubber bands. It's just that. That's the only thing we make. We don't make anything else. It's just, I can't make this any more clear to you. It's just rubber bands. And yet, it's so good. In second place for this special, it's Bouncing Around the World. This song is definitely one of the best, if not the best, travel montage ever written. It's so good. It's got a bit of Muppets in it, weirdly enough. The only complaint I can really level with it is that they go wildly out of order for setting up some gags, and I'm not gonna go into that. I'm sure there's a billion videos that you can go look, but that's the only complaint I can level. And it makes sense from a making the song good standpoint that I can overlook it. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
9.
Now by this point, you should have figured it out. As our best song in the entire show, the only 11 out of 10, it's Summer Belongs to You. This one needs no introduction, so we'll get right into it. It's everything the show believes, and all of its best qualities turned up to, literally, 11. Get over here! That's it. That's the end of the video. We're done. We're done. Do the Patreon plug.
I want your money. I'm strapped for cash. I need your money too lazy to get a job. Give me your money. I'm not being funny. Give me your money today.
We're done. That's it.